In this digital age, having a compact working device is a must. Tablets are one of the best choices for those who need flexibility without sacrificing performance. From jotting down ideas, editing documents, to joining online meetings, everything can be done easily with a tablet. So, here's a list of the best tablet recommendations for work that you should know. The Huawei MatePad Pro 13.2-inch features a flexible OLED paper matte display with a resolution of 2880 by 1920 pixels, a refresh rate of 144 Hz, as well as a peak brightness of 1000 nit, and a screen-to-body ratio of 94%. The Space Ring design houses a 50-megapixel rear camera module and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide lens. The 16-megapixel front camera supports high-quality video calls. Behind the thin body, the MatePad Pro relies on an octa-core Kirin T92 chipset combined with 12 GB of RAM and 512 GB of storage and a 3D heat dissipation system that improves performance by 30%. HarmonyOS 4.3 brings PC-grade productivity features such as WPS Office, Huawei Notes with one-touch split screen, and Note Replay. The 10,100 mAh battery supports 100-watt supercharged fast charging. Huawei MatePad Pro 13.2-inch price starts at $909. The Xiaomi Pad 7 Pro features a 12.4-inch 3.2K 3200 by 2136 pixels, 3:2 aspect ratio display with an adaptive refresh rate of 144 Hz and a touch sampling rate of up to 360 Hz. Support for HDR Pro, Dolby Vision, 12-bit DCI, P3 color, and 800 nit peak brightness. For Dolby Atmos stereo speakers provide an immersive audio experience. The 50-megapixel rear camera and 32-megapixel front camera can record videos up to 4K at 60 fps, perfect for photos, video calls, or creative content. Performance is supported by Snapdragon 8's Gen 3 with an octa-core CPU up to 3.0 GHz and Adreno GPU, suitable for heavy work or entertainment. 12 GB of RAM and up to 512 GB of UFS 4.0 storage ensures smooth multitasking on HyperOS 2, plus HyperCore technology makes navigation more responsive. The 8,850 mAh battery life can play videos for up to 19 hours, and the 67-watt fast charging fully charges in just 79 minutes. Xiaomi Pad 7 Pro price from $451. The Honor Pad 9 comes with a 12.1-inch TFT IPS display with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 pixels, supporting a refresh rate of up to 120 Hz and a color gamut of 1.07 billion colors. The display is also TV Rhineland certified for low blue light and flicker-free, plus supports dynamic dimming and circadian mode for eye comfort. In the photography and video calling sector, there is a 13-megapixel rear camera, as well as an 8-megapixel front camera, plus 8 stereo speakers and two-way vocal enhancement technology for a more immersive audio conferencing and entertainment experience. Performance is driven by a 4-nanometer fabricated Snapdragon 6 Gen 1 chipset with 16 GB of turbo RAM, 8 GB plus 8 virtual gigabytes, and 256 GB of storage. macOS 7.2 based on Android 13 makes multitasking easy with multi-window features and smart connectivity between Honor devices. The 8,300 mAh lithium polymer battery, supported by 35-watt fast charging, can play local videos for up to 11 hours and is fully charged in no time. Honor Pad 9 KV2 price starts from $286. The Xiaomi Pad 7 carries an 11.2-inch 3.2K, 3200 by 2136 pixels, 3:2 ratio display with an adaptive refresh rate of up to 144 Hz and 800 nit peak brightness. Support for HDR10 Pro, Dolby Vision, and 12-bit DCI P3 color makes content display more vivid and detailed. The 13-megapixel rear camera supports recording up to 4K at 30 fps, while the 8-megapixel front camera features HDR, portrait, and teleprompter, perfect for online meetings and digital content. The Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 chipset combined with Adreno GPU and AI engine delivers stable performance for multitasking, work, and light editing. The 8,850 mAh battery lasts up to 20 hours of video playback, and supports 45-watt turbocharging that charges 40% in just 30 minutes. Suitable for active users who need a lightweight but powerful tablet. Xiaomi Pad 7 price starts from $329. The Xiaomi Pad 6s Pro 12.4 is a feast for the eyes with its 12.4-inch 3K LCD display. The panel supports 144 Hz adaptive sync, up to 900 nit brightness, HBM, DCI, P3 gamut, and 12-bit color depth for highly accurate color reproduction. In the photography sector, there is a 50-megapixel rear camera combined with a 2-megapixel depth sensor, as well as a 32-megapixel front camera, and both can record 4K at 30 or 60 frames per second or 1080p at 60 fps video with electronic stabilization. The 4nm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 mobile platform is at the heart of performance, with 8GB of LPDDR5X RAM and up to 256GB of UFS 4.0 storage, ready to run productivity apps like Office and light editing without lag. Android U-based HyperOS makes multitasking easy with flexible multi-window features and a PC-like file manager. The jumbo 10,000 mAh battery supports 120-watt hypercharge. Xiaomi Pad 6s Pro 12.4 price starts from $476.